What's up, this is Brandon Smitley from BrandonSmitley.com, bringing another training log video with commentary week 4, day 1 of XPC finals meet prep. This is my heavy squat and deadlift training from Saturday. Basically my second time in the wraps for this meet prep. This was supposed to be my first technically, but with being at Elitefts the weekend prior, I'd already been in wraps. This is what I'm expecting to be my last warm-up. I was giving a new pair of some of the Elitefts knee wraps I was given a go. These were a 2-meter pair, and I just kind of wanted to see how they felt, especially on the last warm-up. It really isn't a huge big of a deal, and it saves me from putting some more stretch on my actual competition wraps. I then took 485 for 2 singles. The first one I wasn't really too pleased with. It just felt overall really bad. The second one, though, was considerably better. That's exactly where I needed to be. Walking out these weights, I really just hate it, to be honest, at least in wraps. If it wasn't in wraps, it wouldn't be that bad. But doing so in wraps just makes it not fun. But as you can see, depth is tremendously better. Speed is tremendously better. Just the entire squat was better as a whole. And then I took 505 with a reverse mini band. This is probably going to be around a second attempt. I was kind of running this off of percentages more than like off of opener second, but it's probably pretty close to a second attempt, and it moved super fast. Estimated like maybe 30 pounds or so out of the bottom, so it's pretty much close to an opener in the bottom, and then letting me feel everything at the top. Then deadlift wise, I worked up to basically my last warm-up for a double, which was 435, really easy, no issues there. And then I also took 460 off of the mats with a bunch of chain. Not really sure what my opener is going to be there yet. I was really just trying to eyeball, so I basically went off of 90%, and it felt tremendously easier, so adding the chains was definitely a smart call. And I pretty much dominated the weight, so 475 opener should be pretty easy, and it let me handle tremendously more at the top as well, so I was probably close to around a third attempt in the hands lockout. Then for my next movement, went with the yoke bar and decided to go ahead and reverse band it. They were already previously set up from squatting, so I just went ahead and slapped them on the yoke bar. Went 295, 335, and 355, all for 10. Definitely getting some upper back grounding, so need to work on keeping that locked in better. But as a whole, really pushed myself and dug deep on these sets. With a close stance as well, which is why it looks like I'm basically sinking the hell out of these. The idea is just to get a lot of quad emphasis and upper back emphasis out of the movement more than anything else. And certainly did that, because the next day my quads were killing me. My whole body as a whole was really just feeling the entire training session, because I mean, if you think about it, I was around 90% on pretty much all my main movements and handled basically close to 95 to 100% at least some point in the range of motion of the lift. So pretty taxing day, but that was actually on purpose, because after this week I will have a deload, so the idea was to try to push my body to go into some really good compensation during the deload week, and I think that's definitely going to happen. So it's a pretty tough week, but I know I've got a really light week coming up after it, so pushing my body isn't too bad, even though it does kind of suck at the time. And then I filmed some quick shot of me doing some spread eagle sit-ups. I had some questions about those as well. That's all I've got. Thanks for checking in, and keep on the training logs on Elitefts.com.